Here we have 4 verses. In the first one, it has the word ram. In the second verse, it has the word post. In the third one, mighty men. And in the fourth, oaks. In our Western mind, we would never equate an oak tree with a ram. They just have nothing in common. But the problem is that in our Western perspective, when we describe something or we associate things together, it's usually by their appearance and how they look. But the ancient Hebrews were not concerned about what something looks like. Their concern is about its function. Now, all of these 4 translations of the word aiel are of things that are unmovable, strong. And that is what a buck is. It's a physically strong, unmovable animal. The oak tree is a strong wood. If you've ever used a chainsaw and you cut through pine, it goes through it like butter. But going through oak wood, it takes a lot longer because it's a much denser, stronger wood. And you've probably seen rams butting heads together. This is the idea of strength and being unmovable. The same with mighty men and a post that's in the ground. So the ancient Hebrews perceived things according to their function, not their appearance. Here we have a pencil. When I ask people to describe this pencil, I'll usually get a response like, it's pointed, yellow, long. The descriptions are based on what it looks like. But how would an ancient Hebrew describe this pencil? He would describe it by saying something like, I write with it. Notice the difference. One is describing it by its appearance and another by its function. And also, Hebrew does not like adjectives. It does not use very many adjectives, but it loves verbs because verbs describe the action of something. So an ancient Hebrew would never describe this according to its appearance. He would describe it according to its function. When you're reading a novel, you will oftentimes be given a description of what the characters look like. But if you'll notice that nowhere in the Bible do they describe what people look like, because the ancient Hebrews were not concerned by appearance, but rather by function. There are some exceptions, and you might be thinking of Esau, when it describes him as being hairy. Now, it's not giving you that just to tell you what he looks like, but there's a purpose for that. And that's in the future when Jacob goes to deceive his father and he pretends to be Esau by putting on coverings of hair on his arms. So here we have a case of a description of a person, but there's a reason for it. Genesis 6:15. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. Is this passage trying to tell us what the ark looked like? I don't think so. I mean, if it was, it's a pretty poor description. It's just an oblong box. When we see a description in the Hebrew Bible, it's not telling us what it looks like. It's telling us its function. And what is the function of the ark? To hold a lot of animals.